Welcome to World Sports News and Analysis with Ernie. I'm going to start off with Australia. I'm not. I'm going to guess this is handball. I'm not or basket. It doesn't look like a basketball, but here's a picture. Okay, I'll take a quick look at it. What? I'll take a quick look at what it is. Let's see. I'm going to guess this is cold readings. World Sports News and Analysis cold readings with Ernie, and it to to me the ball looks a little different. I'm gonna see what is this one. Okay, Australia lost the last two tests, but dominant performance at the start of the series got them over the line in the end. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Let's see. Australia has secured its 11th consolation Crown Cup on aggregate goals despite losing the final two tests of the series in New Zealand. The Diamonds are left with the opening whistle in the Auckland until midway through the final quarter when the Silver Femmes hit the front and hung on for a rousing win. The scores were locked at 50-50 in the dying minutes before a goal by Silver Ferns skipper Amelia Rani Amelia El Alcasio put her team ahead. I didn't say that name right. Sorry. An Australian fumble in the goal circle saw the ball turned over and the home side pounced to secure victory and level the series 2-2. Okay. Okay. Okay, it says here Sophie Garbin, who was key to Australia's victory in the World Cup final against England, kept the scoreboard ticking over and finished with 37 goals from 40 attempts. I still don't know what sport it's got. Is this handball? I don't even know what it is. Silver Ferns strikes back with a thrilling win over Diamonds in the third Consolation Cup clash. It doesn't say what's Consolation Cup winners aggregate. It's just I'm not seeing what's. It's okay. We'll take you look at the photo, and to me, it's like look at it one more time. My guess is handball. I don't know why. I it's it's a total guess on this one. I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna hit pause for a second, and then I'm gonna try to find what sport this is. I couldn't. I really couldn't find it. I'm gonna have to say that it looks like handball to me. Like the score's high, the ball's different. Okay, so let's see some other Australian news real quick, and then I'll get on and I'll move to Asia and then Europe from there. Okay, so Aussie cricketers creating fighting fun for netballers as bitter pay dispute drags on. Okay, that sounds like it's a labor problem when it comes, like to uh, that sounds like a labor problem for cricket. Okay, Corey Conan stars as Diamonds down Silver Ferns to take control of the Consolation Cup. That's the story I just went on. Okay, netball pay netball's pay dispute boils down to a lack of trust. I don't know even know what that means. Netballers prepare to defend Tasman titles amid distracting CPA negotiations. Okay, netball. No, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Netball. I don't even know what this is. This time last year, the players at Netball Australia were clashing over a sponsorship dispute. I don't even know what this is. It's been 10 days since Super Netball. What is Super Netball? Netball. Oh, maybe this is what I was looking at earlier. These look like the same people. What is netball? I'm gonna have to. I'm not even sure what that is. Okay, let's see. Australian netball. We'll try that again. It took too long. Australian netball. What is it? Okay, why is what is netball called in Australia? Netball Australia was originally founded in 1927 as the All Australian Women's Basketball Association. 19 basketball. Oh, it is basketball. The ball looked weird. Okay, that was basketball. I thought it was handball for some reason. It's just because the way the ball looked, it was so weird. But then again, when you I look again at the photos, they were doing pose like the way that person was uh, trying not to like bump into that person and just standing the ground. And yeah, okay, so I didn't even know. Is netball in Australia? Is netball a thing in Canada? What is? Let's see. Netball, at the time called women's basketball, distinct from a form of basketball played by women, was introduced to Australia reportedly as early as 1897. I'm going to look up the Wikipedia page. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Okay, interstate competition began in 1924. Wow. 80% of the netball. What is netball? I'm not even sure what it is. Like, Australian netball milestones, references, biography. Australia beat the Silver Ferns in 2009. The Australian national netball team is regarded as the most. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is. I still don't know what this is. I'll try again. Let's see. Netball rules. How to play netball. Rules of sport. Let's see. The organization of netball began in England in 1890s when a game was derived from an early version of basketball. A set of standard rules for international play was devised by the 1960s, and International Federation of Netball Association now has over 60 teams playing in 5 regions around the world. Object of the game. Okay, the object of netball is to score more points than your opponent. That sounds like basketball. A netball game lasts for regulation 60 minutes. Okay, basketball reduced the time because it was the TV. It was taking too long on the TV to watch the game. This is split into 4 quarters, same as basketball, with each quarter lasting 15 minutes. Between the first and the second quarter and the third and fourth quarter, there is an interval of 3 minutes. Between the second and third and quarter and halftime, there's an interval of 5 minutes. Okay. A referee or umpire is allowed to call time. When they do so, the timekeeper will stop the timer, which begins again when the play starts again. There is a minimum of 2 minutes allowed for an injury. Ooh, okay. Well, what if it's serious? Okay, that rule is probably not enforced when it's a serious injury, probably. Okay, players and equipment. The standard netball game features 7 players on each side, although games can go ahead with the team having a minimum of 5 players. I guess if you don't have enough players, you can go for 5. Okay, there are set positions in netball, and these positions will limit where the player can be on the court. Goal shooter, goal attack, wing attack, center, wing defense, goal defense, and goalkeeper. Goalkeeper? Score, okay. Let's see. The netball court is divided into 3 sections, and its impacts on where the players are allowed to move. The sections are referred to as 2 goal thirds and the center or middle third. That's Australian to me. Okay, a netball game can be played with a court, two goals, and a ball. Regulation uniforms are part of the game in official matches, but impromptu netball games can take place with a minimum amount of equipment. Yeah, I suppose. A goal is scored when in netball. Okay, a goal is scored in netball when the ball is passed to a player in the goal third who shoots the ball through the opponent's goal ring. Only the goal shooter or goal attack can score goals in netball, and they must be within the semicircle when they shoot. Okay, you can't shoot from downtown. Okay, Winning the game. To win in new netball, you must score more points than your opponent. That sounds like basketball. The netball must be moved around the court by passing, and there are a number of different passes available to the player. The ball must be worked to a goal shooter and goal attack players who attempt to shoot from inside the semicircle. Rules of netball. A match consists of four quarters. Each team. Okay, see if a player moves. Okay, if a player moves into position that they shouldn't be in, they will be determined offside. Players cannot hold the ball for more than 3 seconds. Players cannot take more than 1.5 steps when possession of the ball. The ball must go through the ringed hoop for a goal to be given. I like to see what the ringed hoop looks like. That's okay. Let's see. Whoa, is it like this? Whoa, this is like different. Okay, there's no backboard. It doesn't look like there's a backboard in this. So this is. Oh, there's a lot of crazy lines on the floor, but here's the actual what we would call the basketball net. There's no backboard. It's on a pole. It's here. It just looks weird. Well, compared to what we're used to seeing in this, we're used to seeing basketball. So this would definitely look weird. Okay, it's 2023. Like I said, I've been well, Ernie. I'm talking about me, Ernie. Uh, I wonder, Ernie? Are you a McDonald's promo, by the way? You look. I forgot if you were one of those McDonald's like back in the '80s. This is like this. Ernie's really old. Okay, so I am just saying, like I am a certain age. I'm really old, and I've never heard of netball. I've there's a lot of lines on the looks like there's a lot of lines they draw on the court. I have never heard of netball before. Wow. Let's just one last one just to see. The netball ring. Oh wow. Okay, folks. Okay, folks. Like this I don't know this I don't think this is going to jive on this side of the world. Okay, here's a netball that would be at a suburban home. Like uh, I'm just, I just, I'm just laughing at the whole situation here. It's, okay, pretend it's like an American or Canadian suburban home, and you want to play netball, and just practice netball in your driveway, which it's going to be easy because all you're going to do is just one pass and shoot. So you can practice there's no dribbling, and you can't hold the ball for more than 3 seconds. And certain players are allowed to shoot through this. Now, once again, folks, this is like as if it's a suburban home in Canada or United States of America, and this what the net ball would look like on a pole. Hope it doesn't cut out. Okay. Okay. That would freak everybody out as they're driving by in this side of the world. But and here's the top of it. So there's no backboard obviously. What it's a lot. This looks a lot easy to set up. Uh, let's see. Oh wow, I can't even imagine being a young person and putting that up on the driveway in Canada or in the United States. I think every neighbors would be saying, "Where's the backboard? Oh, you're gonna put the backboard up later? Why is it up so high? Like it looks like it's higher than 10 feet." Okay, so and you can't shoot from downtown. there's no half court shots. Anything. You have to shoot within that range. Uh, different, totally different sport. Okay. All right. So now I'm looking at the whole netball thing, and I'm looking at the okay, who's pay dispute. Okay. All right. I got that was netball the whole time. Never heard of it. I cannot believe that it took me to do a channel, sports news review channel, and just have fun by making sports news review sport world sports. Well, I separate my world sports and NFL because I wanted just you know I don't I just wanted to separate it so I could go faster, but I'm actually taking long here too. Okay, I'm only in Australia. Okay, so cricket loses an icon as Indian great Bashin Beatty passed away at 77. Oh wow, 77. Oh, I mean, like, that's he was 77 years old, and I guess this is a photo of him when he was in his younger playing days. I'm not sure if it's the person with the ball hurling or the one behind him, but anyways, um, 77. Well, you can see that amazing that this photo is really old, but it almost doesn't look outdated because they actually kind of look like they no the cricket shirts are a lot better now. Yeah, it does show it's going to show its age. Okay, so this person is a cricket icon, and he passed away at 77, and I'm just saying that 77. Uh, yeah, it's it's 77 years young. Okay, so sports news review condolences to the Basheen Beatty family or the Beatty family. Okay, it's not hard. It's always hard to lose someone. Uh, I mean, family members are they definitely are healing. They need healing right now and prayers for them. Okay, so it was quite glory. Alicia, Alicia Healy, hopeful a WBBL return India tour after dog bite. Ooh, oh, dog bite. Aw. Let's see. Alicia Healy is a hopeful returning to Sydney. It says the Sydney Sixers later, and it must be basketball. But either way, I just looked at it because of the. Oh, Healy was hopeful of being fit for Australia's tour in India after surgery for a gory index finger suffered when she put her hand between her two dogs as they were fighting. Yeah, that happens. It just happens. You love your dogs, you love your pets, and they decide to fight. And she tried to break it up naturally. She just wanted to break. I understand completely. She was just. It was heartbreaking for her to see your dogs, fighting. I understand completely. I've never had pets, and right now I don't have it in me to have a pet right now because I I just live in one bed. Like I just live in one room practically, and you're like one of these days I'll show the sports news review studio how Ernie looks. Is he still up nice and okay? Let's see. Did I move him by accident anywhere? I'm just checking to see if I moved Ernie by accident. Just so it'd be more looking at the TV. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. Um, let's see. She admitted she. Okay, Australia's stand-in captain admitted that she initially feared the worst, but she is now hopeful of returning later. Good. That's good. The positive sign is there was no bone or tendon damage at her or rupture. That's the best possible news. And wow, oh, they have to, yeah, they have to put that finger together back on. Uh, it is okay. I know. They must. You know what it is? They probably were brothers too. If they're brothers, the dogs, the chances are they will fight. It breaks the owner's hearts. I understand completely to see your two lovely pets fighting. I understand completely. Okay, care. Okay, so and grateful for everything. Oh, I'm grateful. I screwed that up. I'll just start again. I'm grateful for everything. Surf coach, surf coach, Mark Richardson nearly died in a Bali hospital, but now has new lease on life. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna click on that story. Oh my gosh! Ooh, surf coach Mark Richardson recovering at home on Gold Coast. That means it's Australia after medical evacuation from Bali. Like, what? Wow, I gotta see what happened. Okay, so this is the. Looks like he's in good spirits. This is like looks like the coach in good spirits here. It's nice to see that. Okay, it's been it's been a long month for Mark Richardson, and the surf coach has spent much of it in the hospital. Oh, complications from a stomach ulcer had him close to death in a Balinese hospital, promoting a medical evacuation back home to Australia. 51-year-old said he initially thought he had a case of Bali belly. What I don't even know what that means. Maybe the food. I'm guessing. During he's like like I'm probably sensitive too. Too much. If it's too spicy, it's gonna kill me. Okay, so the 51-year-old said he initially thought he had. Okay, I don't like the word. During during his trip to the Indonesian island in September, but his condition deteriorated, so he took himself to hospital where it was discovered he was bleeding internally. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that is just horrible. Oh my gosh. Oh. In total, he spent 20 nights in hospital and had three surgeries in Australia to stem his internal bleeding. Oh wow. Oh, okay. I hope he recovers. It looks okay. He looks. Says it says here. He says the ordeal has given him a new outlook on life. Yeah, I suppose. So there he is again. Looks like he's in good spirits here too. Okay. Uh, okay, let's see. India beat New Zealand and the Himalayan fog to remain perfect at the Cricket World Cup. Oh, okay. 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 Calls Crafty 95 trumpeted Daryl Mitchell's rapid 130. Hosts India beat New Zealand by 4 wickets. And the top of the table clash in Dar Dahama Dah Dharamsala Dhamsala. I'm gonna guess Dharamsala in the 50 overs World Cup on Sunday. Okay, so you know what? I think it's like baseball. I don't think it's a good idea to play in this fog. I mean, like that ball goes that. Oh my gosh! I know they have helmets on, but they don't have helmets on when they're out on the field. They just have their batting helmet on. That's it. Or I guess we call it a batting helmet here in this side of the world. But It looks like the visibility wasn't as bad as I would think, because you would probably think they would call the game if it's bad. I mean, you really don't want to be having people standing around with one of those balls come flying and hitting them in the head. Can't see it. You didn't see it coming. Let's see. So the photo looks like it's not as bad. The fog isn't as bad as I would be. Like, I really think. Like people would say, like, oh, the baseball players can't play in the rain. Yeah, you can't play in the rain. If you don't see the ball come flying, you could get hit, knocking in the head. Yeah, whatever, you know. It, it just look. It's just noticeable. Uh, yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go to Asian Asian sports. Okay, so we yeah, I already said I seen that story. That person passed away at 77. Okay, Afghanistan records another upset at World Cup, beats Pakistan by 8 wickets. Wow. Okay, I didn't think they would be allowed to leave Afghanistan to play cricket. Okay, let's see. This is in India. Afghanistan created another big upset at the Cricket World Cup as it thumped struggling Pakistan by 8 wickets on Monday to win 2 games and the same edition of the tournament for the first time. After stunning England 8 days ago, the ninth ranked Afghans celebrated only their third ever win at the World Cup, the other coming against Scotland in 2015 and their first appearance. Uh, what is that, guys? What are they gonna do next? Is this like quite the? How far can they go? This is like beating two powerhouses in cricket, and now where do you go from there? Like aggressive 130 run stand. I I I don't even know the rules really in cricket, and I kind of wish we played it on this side of the world. We didn't. We never played cricket. It's too bad. Uh, I would have liked to have tried it when I was young, but now it's not happening. I'm too old for that. I can't even play pickup basketball anymore. I can't even shoot one. I can't even shoot one basketball anymore. I'd probably back would give out. Okay, I wouldn't even be able to walk on the court, and my back would give out. Okay, at the start of the tournament, we're going to make this World Cup historic for our country. First it was England, now Pakistan. This win tastes nice. The way we chased today, it was very professional. Oh, nice, nice and professional. Good. Um. Okay, so see if there any other news, any other Asian sports news. Okay, let's see. Japan. Okay, Shelton beats Krastoff for breakthrough tour title at Japan Open. What's the Japan Open? I don't know if it's tennis or golf. Let's see. No idea. Yeah, it's tennis because Ben Shelton won his maiden tour, beating Aslan Krastoff 7-5, 6-1 at the Japan Open on Sunday. Oh, this was on Sunday. Okay, so this player is Ben. Was it Ben? Oh, Ben Shelton of the U.S. Okay, a name should we? Is this an up and coming tennis player I never heard of? Well, there he is with his. There he is with his. Was it the Japan Cup? So Ben Shelton, the U.S. holds the winning trophy after defeating Krastev, Ajin Krastev of Russia in the Japan Open Tennis Tournament in Tokyo, Japan. Okay, so who was it? Ben? Who was it again? Ben Shelton. Okay, I'm just wondering, folks. Just someone we should recognize? Let's see. Well, if he goes far, you heard it first on this side of the world. Ben Shelton, up and comer, sports news review, world sports news and analysis, has found it for you that there is a Ben Shelton has to go on the other side of the world to get his tennis career a big hop. Okay. Oh, this is the LG. Oh, this is South Korea. I was gonna say I don't know the LPGA. If it's in the United States, it's not. That's not part of Asia, but it is now because it's South Korea tournament. Minji Lee beats Allison Lee in playoff to win the LPGA South Korea tournament. Australian Minji Lee weathered a late rally by Allison Lee to eventually defeat the American on the first playoff hole and win the LPGA South Korea tournament. Okay. Here she is holding her nice trophy for winning. Okay. Looks very happy here. Alrighty. Okay, so get into see if there's anything left in the Asian sports scene here. Sports Asia. Okay, let's get back on the Sports Asia. Okay, Sports Asia. Okay, seen that, done that. Okay. Oh, we have a something else in Japan. A looks like a some kind of is it a tennis golf tournament? Okay, let's see. Just waiting for it to load up on my tablet here. Okay, well, let's take it so long. Okay, Colin Colin Morikawa Morikawa. I probably said it wrong. I really apologize. Colin Morikawa Kawa Morikawa. Okay, that sounds like it's right now. Okay, Colin Morikawa Morikawa wins Zozo Championship in Japan for the first PGA title in more than 2 years. Okay. Oh, this person hasn't won in 2 years. It's this is Colin. Who is Colin? He's from the United States, the powerhouse of the United States. But mostly people just end up and being U.S. Citizens because the best training grounds and everything. So, but so Colin Morikawa of the United States gestures to his wife, not pictured, after winning the PGA Tour Zozo Championship in I can't say that Nara Narashino County Club in Japan. This words have to be practiced, especially people's last names. Uh, Announcers will practice their how to pronounce a player's last name if they haven't come across it yet. I mean, I just, and like me, I just totally. I think I totally messed it up. But here's what it would look like his name spelled out here. And also, this is what he looks like. Okay. In other news, let's see. Live golf tournament. Don't care. Okay, Minji Lee. We seen that. This is mostly golf. Okay. Okay, so this is on golf news. I'm gonna have to back it up one more. Get back into the. Is there anything else? Okay, we haven't done rugby, so let's see. Will Jordan, the latest in line of prolific All Black wingers. That's New Zealand, the All Blacks. Okay, So New Zealand, Will Jordan runs on the score in his third try during the Rugby World Championship semi-match between Argentina and New Zealand at the Stade de France. Okay, that's going into the Europe side now. We're in the Europe side where there's I guess there's a rugby tournament in France. Okay, it's I must switch over to European news here. Okay, let me just switch it up here. European sports news. Okay, I'll get European football. That's the biggest thing. That's gonna be what on this side we call soccer. I want. I'm trying to do without to do with the report without soccer first because it's too easy. Soccer is just too easy. You could just find it like that. But other sports, let's see something else. Let's see. So, let us go European. Dutch giant. Looks like It looks like football or what we call soccer. I have to say soccer because football to me is NFL. Italian League, soccer, AC Milan. Okay, this is rugby. The Rugby World Cup will be supercharged by one of the sport's greatest rivalries. Who's the sport's greatest rivalries? When it comes to rugby, it, how's England? Like, is it like? I don't know. Well, the All Blacks is. Well, I know that. That's New Zealand All Blacks. Okay, so the New Zealand and South Africa. I get it. I get it. Two countries that uh, put all the resources in trying to do a sport that they can, instead of soccer, where they're, if you're New Zealand, you put all your resources into soccer, you might not get the results you really, really want because, well, I'm not saying there is New Zealand soccer. I'm not saying there isn't, and they do pour money into New Zealand soccer, I imagine, but uh, it's just that rugby gets a lot of success with the All Blacks. They're always in contention, and South Africa is, it's rugby too. Like they had the World Cup, but they yeah they're more gonna get luckier with rugby. Like okay, so there's a tournament in Europe. Okay, okay, Wayne Barnes to referee Rugby World Cup final. Okay, seems like someone that was refereeing rugby for a long time, I guess. Then there's a lot of soccer. I'm trying to stay off the soccer. Barcelona making a six. Sounds like soccer again. Soccer. Motivation high for soccer. Manchester United. Okay, well at least it's. Here we go. Not really sports that I always think of, but I haven't. But people are interested in this, and I I don't know. Do you call? I understand. Do you call it sports? Okay, but like you can't expect a person that weighs over 250 pounds with a bad back and jump in that car and drive around. That's not happening. They're in very good shape. It's really hard to drive this thing. Split second, and I mean split second decisions can make or break a race. To like, I understand, but it's just that it's hard for the average person to get into. Like, how do you get into it's? Where do you find put? It's not. It's it's hard. It's hard to break through to get into F1. But there are people that love the F1 racing, and here it is. So Verstappen earns hard-fought 50th career F1 victory at the U.S. Grand Prix. Oh, this is U.S. Grand Prix. I did now we're on the Americans. Austin, Texas, in a season of easy victories career, win number 50 finally made Max Verstappen sweat. I I am totally shocked that they're in Texas to do this race because when I think of Texas, I just think of NASCAR possibly, like the Dallas area, like whatever NASCAR race there is, and I don't think of F1. I thought this F1 race was going to be in Europe. I Wow, I'm totally surprised by that one. Okay, so I tried to get something different than soccer is just too easy. See, soccer fans. Oh, okay, soccer. Okay, this one's different. Okay, okay. Soccer fans flock to Old Trafford to pay tribute to Bobby Charlton following his death at age 86. Okay, Old Trafford is a scene of mourning and commemoration as soccer fans of Manchester United and other teams flocked to the storied stadium to pay tribute to Bobby Charlton following the death at the age of 86. Oh, I don't know who this little person is, but some reason they're showing this small person, Manny Reeves. I mean, you're at that age, you gotta be somewhat related. There has to be some kind of connection besides being a fan when you're that age. There's how I don't know. Even if you're a soccer fan at that age, the person looks very young. It's okay, Govan, but I know that name, Bobby Charlton. Okay, Bobby Charlton. I know of that name. Let's see. I'm gonna put in another window here. I'll try it. Let's see. Soccer great Bobby Charlton. Oh, okay. Yeah, Bird is Bobby Charlton, an England Soccer World Cup and Manchester United icon, passed away at 86. I'm trying to see. There's, let's see. They called him Sir Bobby Charlton. Wow. Well, let's see. What a weird photo this is. Like, I, I I'm just wondering, could he? This is a really strange photo. Here's Bobby Charlton in his prime, kicking a ball, trying to. He's. It looks weird. That definitely looks a little strange. I don't. I can't make what's going on in the photo, but uh, let's see. This is a nice '70s photo of him. Maybe when he was like looks like '70s. Maybe when he was a manager at one time or something. I'm not sure if he was ever a manager. Uh, this would be something that like he would a little bit younger. Uh, not not in his prime, not in his playing days, but like this could be in his second career day. Oh, oh! I just grabbed the microphone and twirled it by accident. Okay, just do this. Try to do this real quick again. Okay, so this looks like probably in '70s, late '70s. It looks like. I don't think it would be his prime. I don't think that's definitely not in his prime. The black and white photo would be. He lifted the trophy 10 years later as captain. Okay, the team. Let's see. I'm just seeing if it was. No. really didn't see. Just looking at all the images of. Okay. Oh, okay. We got. Here we go. Here he is. Looks like in his playing days. Trying to just get that photo of him in his playing days. Okay, yeah. This looks like when he was in his prime playing. I don't know. It could be like late '60s, very early '70s. Alrighty. Like I heard that name before this even. It sounds so iconically English, eh? Bobby Charlton. That sounds so English. Okay, so we're going to just try what last. See what is happening. Oh yeah, we were on. It was the. I was on. Try it again. European sports news. Okay, BBC will give me all. As we say, they say football. I'll try Euro news, all sports. Okay, Meryl Streep is honored with award. Okay, that's nice. Not interested. Grip by grip by what? Oh, I gotta do cookies. Uh, agree and close. I'll just agree and close. I just don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't know. I don't care. Grip by grappling, rise of mixed martial arts, and I'm not into it. I'm not into. Okay, another country to host Olympic Games as Italy fails to build track. Ooh, okay. France knocked out of the Rugby World Cup, but it has its own. Oh, the host country was knocked out of the World Cup. Oh, it says combat sports and a global business sensation. I uh, um, Ernie and I are on the same page on this one. We 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 don't like combat sports internationally anymore. I don't understand this whole concept that it's on the rise. Uh, I I don't know. I don't really. I don't even report on. You notice I don't even report on combat sports. There's just it's just so much violence in this world. And do we really need another uh, combat sport? And but then you get into some things like um, uh, maybe a judo is not like vicious. I think judo just holds and just to drop an opponent. It's not like striking another opponent. You can't strike an opponent in judo. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, let's see. Brazil's top of the judo. Yeah, let's see. Um, looking at this this one here where it says how Hungary is using World Athletics Championships to boost its image. Like I I don't know. I mean, like sports do sports really help boost an image of what's I don't understand. Uh, as millions of viewers focus on Hungary as it hosts a huge international sporting event, its national. Uh, 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 who would? It's. I'm just reading this, and it's very political. It's a very political stance going down. Um, Disturbing things that are happening. Uh, which like like we didn't we go through all this? Like, I I just guess Ernie and we just want peace, right, Ernie? Are you off again? Oh, I knocked you over again. Okay. It's really hard to put him in a good spot. Okay. Well, let me just look up Ernie. How Ernie on Sesame Street? Let's see. Ernie of Sesame Street. Okay, let's see. Okay, Ernie is an.
According to Wikipedia, Ernie is an orange Muppet character created and originally performed by Jim Henson for the long-running children's television show Sesame Street.
We all knew that. We all knew that around the world. Okay. Um, let's see. When did he start? His birthday is January the 28th. Hey, your birthday is January 28th? I didn't know that, Ernie. Okay. First appearance, 1969. Wow. Wow, you've been around. Let's see. Okay, so, like, hey, like, the world's so changed now. Like, who is this? Like, this one. Okay, Ernie. Ernie is now in the, how do you say, like, we have our own version of Ernie and it's like Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. Okay, we have our own version here. Who I have no idea who this person, well, this Muppet is beside Ernie. It's a female. There's Ernie right there. Okay, Ernie. Didn't know you were going out. Are you going out with someone? Is this a paparazzi photo? Let's try it. I don't know why this one. This is Ernie. Okay. I have no idea who this Muppet is. uh, and maybe to maybe to get like the kids interested in like trying to say like, hey, uh, hey Gen Z Xers and all that. Yeah, we have you represented. This Muppet does look like a typical say. I'll say eight. A Gen Z Xer or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm very old. I'm very old. So, but um uh, it's kind of begs the question for me are they just friends? Are you still just friends? Here they are. Well, here they are. It's a Travis Kelsey. Well, Sports News Review has a zero budget, and the only thing I could do is just make stuff up because I don't have some fun. So I have no idea who this Muppet is supposed to represent. But Ernie, like I said, can you explain this or no comment? I guess. Well, you look very happy when you posed for that, Ernie. uh, you look pretty happy when you posed for it. Okay. No idea. There are all kinds of images for Ernie. Okay. But we just come from a different world where we like, peace in this world and uh, the get the old get the old barf bucket out to just like hopefully everybody has a fun time participating in sports and a new way of thinking when it comes to sports. And there's been a lot of things where it comes to sports where the emphasis on winning it was kind of trimmed a bit when when you have your small soccer players and like age groups. I'm saying I'm starting to. At first, I was on that kick where it's like, yeah, that doesn't like. What's the point of playing if you quote unquote don't keep score, don't take score? Like you don't really worry about score and but it's just it's just the whole thing is to have fun and you want to encourage people to keep playing soccer and if you're gonna like this is just mine and Ernie's opinion. If you're in front of the stands and you're gonna yell at an opposing 7, 8, 9, 10 year old player, I don't know what to think anymore in this day and age. I don't like I don't uh, I don't I'm not married. I never had children. Um, like chance of me going near a soccer field where like on a Saturday where the youth are playing is zero because I have total zero interest in that because there's no one. I don't have any nephews, nieces that are of age that like any reason for me to be there in the first place, and that. But for me, if there was a time where I just had to be there for a few minutes, just waiting for some reason, like whatever reason, I'm with someone and they're picking up someone at the soccer game, and if I see that they're only like 8, 9, 10 year olds, 11, and you got parents in the stands or on the sidelines if there's no stands, and they're screaming at the opposing team. I'm thinking there's something wrong with that person. I totally do. I totally think there's something wrong, or to push their own uh, kid into like harder and harder. To like, it's like um, like not everybody like comes at the same age. When it comes to sports, not everybody's into it at the same time at the same age, and it's like if you want a full house league later on, you can't discourage. And one of the things that really have to go is bullying and youth sport like that, youth sport bullying on the field, and as I say in England on the pitch is yeah the that's just it just discourages it, because now I listen to commercials on AM 550 where it's in Buffalo and today it's going to be pretty bad to go listen to the AM 550 today. I'm gonna put on AM 550 while this is loading up on YouTube but it's like I've seen commercials. I mean, sorry, I heard commercials. It's radio, AM radio to be fun, and what commercials were about were trying to get youth to play soccer. Now, I'm just it's like to me it's like one of those things where there's a budget they spent on these commercials, and there can't be geared towards the intended target audience of a youth soccer player or anyone youth like what baseball. What they're saying to try to just get basketball. They're just trying to say like to get into sports, like to try to get people into sports. Okay now, like sports is down a lot. As they're saying, I guess my guess is that youth sports participation is down a lot, and I imagine they say in the states, and I have no idea like 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 I said if you promote the sport so like in sports in general but like I'm gonna be like honest. Like if I'm in this day and age, and I'm 12, 15 years old, and all I get is yelled at and bullied as I'm playing sports, and I'm not having fun. I'm 15. I was like, might as well just stay home and go play a video game, or something, or go hang out. I don't know if they ever do that anymore. Go hang out underneath the bridge by the river. I don't know. I don't even think that they do that anymore. I don't think they just go chill. Kids of today, but uh, you know, it's it's really tough to you. I'm just. I guess my total uh, feeling, like total feeling. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just trying to finish this off right now. Um, just it's more of just trying to just say that all that bullying, screaming, yelling, then you wonder why there's a low participation. Is there? I'm not even sure. Like, okay, um, we're in the, now we're this is World Sports Report, so we'll say we'll count this as American. Okay, so is I'll just ask that question. Is American sports youth participation in decline? Okay, here it goes. Oh, didn't get that. I'll try again. Is American sports youth participation in decline? Oh boy. Okay. Over the past few years, sports partic. Oh,
According to SFIA, youth participation has dropped around 8% in the last few years.
how much? 8%. But it's just something that gets. It's 8% in the last few years. Uh, this is why sports participation has fallen significantly among kids. Why youth sports are declined in the United States? Because just it's there's it says while travel leagues are thriving. That's like yeah you're gonna get your the team. I mean it is it's um like I can understand where they just yeah your best teams are always going to be like your all stars and select players. Yeah, they're always going to be there. I mean, but like it's I don't know. Let's see why they think, and I'll just say okay. They just okay. The, okay, in the last 5 years, high school players' participation has fallen. Okay, high school sports is lower even since 2007, which is really while local leagues are thriving, local leagues are flailing. Oh, while travel leagues are thriving. I guess this is in the states they call them travel leagues when it's select teams. Okay, local leagues are flailing. Yeah. Oh, football. Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I would have loved to have played football when I was young. Well, in Canada, in Ontario, Canada, generally, um, there wasn't. I don't know why there wasn't an opportunity to play football until high school and most of Ontario. Uh, I'm not from like the big cities like Mississauga or Toronto. Uh, Burlington even like would have had some kind of football for something. But in the 70s, there there was there was just no minor Canadian youth football associations. I would have been like Arnold Schwarzenegger sneaking into the gym. I would have snuck onto the field before the game, before practice, just to I would have tried to get a spot with equipment, and I loved football when I was young. 70s, like let's just say like it's 1973, and I loved football. It was 75, 76. I loved football. Yeah, I did. I really just and when I was going to school, and remember this is in Canada, NFL wasn't as big as it is today. Like um, baseball was number one in the states, and it was competing with basketball for attention. Like baseball was numero uno. I mean, huge. As in, like I even would grab a baseball digest from the library and read it. That's how big. I was actually watching baseball here and there, which now I'm limited to like Toronto Blue Jays and maybe the game seven of the World Series or whatever. Maybe I I'll watch a college. Oh, today is Monday, so today's Monday Night Football, and I'll watch a college football game on a Wednesday night before I watch a World Series game one, and that's just me. I like football, but yeah, football is going to be tough to find. They will survive. I mean, the sports, the sports will be there. It will survive, but they're just trying to say that they're trying to get the numbers up really high and participation, which I just think, well, just have intramural sports. I mean, I I could imagine even back in the day is that uh, we had intramural sports like playing in the gymnasium with the like during gym class, you know, in high school, and I remember that I could just tell like people that would play select sports, like if they were really good in hockey and they're playing for your local and then Ontario, the local junior B team, and trying to make it to the Ontario Hockey League or college in the states. Uh, they've always had more fun playing another sport in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. Uh, our school we had mixed. We didn't uh, we didn't have like girls only and boys. I think maybe in grade 9 boys only. Yeah, that was it. Just grade 9 was the only time I had boys only. Then in grade 10, 11, 12. And for me, like it was a lot of as far softball. Playing softball, mixed softball was a lot of fun. Everybody got a chance to go up, and or is it, or do we play out? Oh, well, first we played where everybody had a chance to go up until then we start, then we got better into the season, closer to May. Then we started with outs, 3 outs, and I would play shortstop, third base on softball, and you know, uh, I would say there was a lot more fun playing in the mixed, as I say, mixed softball than it would be to just like play regular. So I don't know. It seemed like a lot of fun at the time. I mean, yeah, you had your one or two guys that were really good, and I could hit the ball out there. Like I would be able to like give it nice moonshots, and but I wasn't like I just but playing soft, but to play hardball, I didn't play hardball when I was young. Like I didn't have it play in an organized league, so for trying out for the school team, I didn't. All I, the teacher knew I can hit the ball, so he was like the teacher was the coach too at the baseball. I only went to one tryout and that was it, and I was just used at the tryout to hit the ball, do moonshots, and so like fielders practice the fielders to catch the ball, and it was like, and I remember the guy in the first base was going, "Wow, wait till he uh, steps into it." I had no idea what he meant. Had I known what he meant by stepping into it, I would have even hit it farther. But but as far as getting a pitch thrown at me by a regular, I was like, no. I was like, told the teacher that too. I said, no, I really can't. I really, I can't get the ball thrown like a real fastball or anything like that. I don't know. I never I've never played organized baseball, but I just had a natural ability to hit the ball high and far. So that's why, like I said, for like an hour, and then after that, had fun hitting the ball up in the air. And I was like, I I was honest with the coach, and I said, I can't take a roster spot. I know I can't take a roster spot just for batting practice. Like I'm just gonna show up to batting practice, and that's it. That's all. And just like I I'm not gonna make the team. I'm not like we're talking hardball. Like I was saying, hardball. Um, yeah, it's not a good idea to have a person like me out there. Even in, I mean, if if I miss a catch out in the outfield, and I'm gonna get hit on the old noggin, and that's like a serious thing. You don't want someone out there like me that can miss a fly ball. Remember that some of them will be going very high in the air, and when they come flying, when they come down, it's you want that player to be able to at least know how to shag the ball, as they say, shag it and catch the ball. I don't think I was. No, I wouldn't know. I would be a liability out there. Yeah, on defense, I'd be a total liability, as into myself. I'd probably get hurt. You know, uh, let's just. I'm not. Like this. Like yeah. So yeah, this. It's an ever-changing world where a person like me could just. Yeah, I could have just said, what do I care? I could just turn on my TV and I'll watch my NFL. And of course, I'm going to watch the CFL on Saturday, the Ticats, that's football, and just shut out the world. But I did the sports news channel, and let's see if Ernie moved. Oh, okay. And I did the sports news channel, and that was just to help me to stay informed with other news. Like I, I, I didn't realize I was going to be such an NFL like nut, even on this, where um I'm going to do my NFL news next. And oh yes, I'm going to introduce another character, so I don't have to look for thumbnails on the internet. Where I don't want to use any more thumbnails. This channel is not good enough to use thumbnails. Where I'm not. I think you have to at least get a few hundred people tuning. Within a certain range of a few hundred people tuning in to get those nice icons, or thumbnails, I should say, not icons. It's thumbnails. To get like those thumbnails from AI generated by sometimes I would just say Coyote making a bet, and the AI pulls through somehow, and I I just it takes so much time to go through all the AIs. Uh, I got lots of these thumbnails, and I was even trying to do like David Letterman back in the day from the '80s, when I'd see like Late Night with David Letterman, and he'd have a picture on something. You know what I mean? like even like on the side of a football helmet, it'd be like late night with David Letterman. I tried one. I just tried to be doing that kind of fun. You know what I mean? And I got a few of these thumbnails that like SNR on the helmet, and it. I did one where it just says I got it was given to me by their AI. Now it had the white letters SNR, and that was the first time I got over 70 views on something. And I was like, oh crap, I didn't really want to get 70 views based on a thumbnail. I mean, I'm not a clickbaiter. I apologized for anyone saying, like, if you went on uh, that thing, just not based on just on the thumbnail, thinking it's some kind of sports team that you never seen before, or a college team. That's when I apologize. Because I even got another one that even looks better than that one. The helmet and the SNR. I did photo. I used Photoshop, and I put the helmet, and then I put the SNR logo, meaning Sports News Review logo, on the helmet. I I asked the AR to make a sports news review, and yeah, in the real world, you get telephone calls. It's not like I'm in an office. So let me just pause it here for a second. Let's see what this phone call is all about. I'll see what this phone call is all about. It just went away. Okay, that's all right. If they don't leave a message, it can't be important. I could call the person back. Okay. Um. Yeah. This is a real person here. It's not a studio. I'm not. I don't have like a studio here, a real studio at all. I don't want to even show my face. I'm gonna keep it like this, using whatever to I don't know, to hide me. Just don't want to be seen on the TV screen yet. I'm not big enough. I'm not good enough. Just I'm just one person. This whole thing, like I said, this is a whiteboard, and then I put the reason I put that blank or whatever that blanket over it with the flowers is just the whiteboard's just too white on the screen. It's really hard, and then it's really hard to see. Okay, and it's easier contrast. It gives a bit of a contrast, and plus I'm using all these puppets, and kind of looks like SpongeBob or something like that with the background there. But anyways, so I just wanted to do a World Sports Report. Uh, it's been long-winded. It's okay. I talked my talked for a bit about myself here, and try to try to make some paparazzi with Ernie. No idea on that photo. And don't bother comment to me on in the comment section because I really don't care. I just do this for fun. This is total fun. I'm not monetized, so if I like if I noticed I watched the game Sunday night game and I went to uh I listened to the game, and if the game's ahead on the radio, which I love, like they'll do this Thursday night too. Now I'm gonna watch the Bills. Like I'm not gonna live stream the Bills game. There's just too many people out there to live stream, and I'm good with the CFL for now. And I put the radio on because if they're ahead of the TV, it's so much fun to be able to know what the play's gonna happen ahead of me. And then I could really watch it, going, oh, like so. If the radio station is ahead of the TV, it works out perfect. And then they're behind, like live streaming. You're behind. You got the delay, and so the Jaguar Gator 9 or the Rising Rhino I would go on. And that's on the background too, just to hear them. it's almost feels like you're with other people listening, watching the game. Um, it, it they're monetized, and the thing is that commercials come on. And I'm like, oh, okay. I took my ad blocker off because I just don't want things not to work, like the live stream not working or whatever, because I won't be able to get videos. I don't feel like going back and forth, taking it on, ad blocker off. The ad blocker was mainly for watching XFL, where I couldn't catch. I couldn't. They weren't on TV. If it wasn't on ABC television, XFL, I couldn't watch it. So yeah. So I'm gonna be watching the Monday Night Football game tonight, and like I said, the Sunday Night Football game, like I said, was fun to do that. I'm gonna do that again tonight, where I'm gonna put it on the radio, and I'm hoping that they're ahead of the TV, and then either Jaguar Gator 9 or Rising Rhino. I'm not sure which one of the two. Yesterday, I think Rising Rhino wasn't on that night at nighttime. I don't care either one of the two. I'll put on and listen, or sometimes I'll put one on the laptop, which I'm using now, and one on a tablet with the Bluetooth little Bluetooth thing, and I got it all covered. I got the radio on, I got the TV to listen to, the play and watch game, and I got two YouTubers that are just live streaming the game. But once again, they're both monetized, and I don't think that will happen to me where I'm not monetized, so there won't be commercials when there won't be any commercials when my video plays or my live stream plays. There won't be a commercial during my live stream, which I really would be like, oh my gosh, like there's nobody on my live streams and I got commercials. I wouldn't even know what to think. It's just I I I like this in a way, and like I said, 10 years from now, you know, 10 years from now, um, I'm could be ready for the old retirement home if I lose my gray matter, as they say. And if I constantly make videos and then listen to myself in the future, I don't know. Maybe that'll help me stay away from Alzheimer's, which I don't think so. But at least, at least it'll give the if I'm in a nursing home in 15 years from now, I'm in a nursing home. At least I could play all these. I don't know. I could be able to play like all these YouTube videos, live stream, and that one after another. This show that I had like is it cognitive? Is that the right one? Cognitive? Okay, it's a sports news review channel, doing world sports news, and here I am looking up the word cognitive for whatever reason. Okay, just the definition of it. I just want to make sure I got the right. Is that the right word? Cognitive? Is that right? Cognitive.
Here's the definition of cognitive, relating to cognition.
What is the meaning of cognitive? Of relating to being involving conscious intellectual activities such as thinking, reasoning, or remembering. Cognitive impairment based on that's what I'm trying to help out with. I guess to maybe see myself and hear myself. Well, I won't be able to see myself unless one day I decide to go in front of the camera, which maybe I will if I have a better setup. I just have just a very bad setup here. Like this is in front of a bed, Like I'm lying down. I'm lying down with a microphone, grabbing a microphone and talking into it, and that's why once in a while I just got up to show those photos and But like I said, this is just a whiteboard with Ernie in front of it and a menu board I bought at those what you call the here in Canada. It's the Ontario, Canada. You get the Dollar Generals or the Dollar Marts, Dollarama. One of the three I bought it at, and then I went and bought another one just to get more, uh, just to get another board. Like like I made this the other day, and and I got another board too that had the scores on it now. Yeah, the two boards are really come in handy. I mistakenly thought the boards wouldn't work out, but it actually does work out. The only thing you really need is more twos and threes. This sounds funny. I can use I's, the letter I for a one. If I ran out of ones when I'm doing scores, I could use one. I'm sorry, I. You know, the letter I could use as a one. The one is distinctive from the letter I, but like I say, in emergencies, I if I really run out of S's, I do have those dollar sign symbols. So I got six S's. Well, you know, the is it more than six now? I think. I didn't even count them, but yeah, like there's a lot of when it comes to the letters. Yeah, the consonants of the S's. You need a lot of S's with the sports. You know that already took up two. You look over here. Well, I used four S's just on the title. I used four S's on the title. I might have just had two left. Yeah. But yeah, and then one thing I really gonna need is another bunch of twos and threes, just because football scores. Excuse me. Football scores. A lot of them end up with the twos and three combos in it, like 23 or 31. You know, 32. It just it just ends up a lot of twos and threes where 20 is and 20 like yesterday 20 to 30 game. There's a two and a three I used up, and yeah, doing the scores you need a lot of twos and threes. But I only could fit so I could fit eight on one board. Okay, so I figured it all over. I could fit eight games on one board. Um, and I'm doing those pro pool picks, trying to win to get a better studio. You know, laptop. I mean, a tower instead of a laptop with a camera and a really crazy ass microphone more and something that holds. I don't really have like a holding microphone. Okay, I'll get up and show the microphone. I hope it doesn't cut out because of it. Here's what my microphone looks like. Okay, I gotta get up. Hopefully, I don't move this board too much. Okay. Okay, so now I got the microphone. I got the microphone in my hand. I'll show you what the microphone looks like. I don't want to get too close to the laptop in case there's feedback. I gotta make sure there's no feedback. Oh, actually, no. This is the microphone. It is. This is. I made a mistake. This is the microphone. Okay, so first is that I use this as a base. This plastic plate. Oh, you can hardly see it. Okay, so this. Sometimes I use that, or sometimes I just. Most of the time, I've been doing this too, where I can grab it like this. Oh, where's Ernie? The other way. Oh, holy cow. Okay, so yeah, you can see this. This is. I don't know how it's gonna sound when it's moving around like that, but this one's a very a basic microphone, and I have to be really close up to it. It's almost like I'm don't want to be touching it with my like lips. You don't want too much breath into it, the microphone, eventually there's condensation that can build up from talking into a microphone too close. The spittoon, you don't, you know, we don't almost. It's almost saying maybe I should put a mask on and talking to this microphone, or put a cover on this microphone, joking around about the mask on, just joking around, having fun. But like maybe a windsock, as they say, just to prevent the condensation from getting inside the microphone, because I have to be this close to the microphone to talk to it. I'm gonna check it out later because I'm really close to the microphone now. Uh, put it's good. Actually, I'm just gonna sit down for a bit. I've been good. I've been pretty good, and for some reason now it doesn't want. Okay, I've been pretty good. I've been lying down for a bit. I can sit on this chair and talk into the microphone. Do I have to talk loud? Okay, here's the audio test. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ernie, is it better that way? Oh, Ernie's not even looking the right way nowadays. Okay, okay. I just like that angle right there where he looks right into the camera. Okay, so this has been one of the strangest sports news review and analysis with. Or it's only the second time with Ernie, and it's been a long. It's been very long, so I'm gonna say over and out. Thank you for listening in on Sports News Reviews, World Sports and Analysis with Ernie. Over and out.